Hi, my name is Josh Anderson from Meat and Livestock Australia. I'm the International Business Manager in Europe and Russia. Predominantly, Meat and Livestock Australia's role in Europe is to promote freer access to the market, which is the EU. Currently, we're quite restricted in terms of low volume-based quotas and very restrictive high out-of-quota tariffs. It's an extremely valuable market for the red meat industry, and we want to have freer access and more open access. However, we share a very small beef access quota into this market of 7,150 tonnes and an extremely restrictive sheep meat access of 19,186 tonnes. So on the sheep meat side, that's in comparison to our nearest competitor and our nearest export competitor of New Zealand, who has 228,000 tonnes of access. So our job here is to make sure that the European Union is identifying those discrepancies in trade and making sure that we're promoting ourselves and positioning Australia to get freer trade. Now, we've encouraged that through the work with our government that we do here, and last year we were extremely encouraged through the announcement in November of the Free Trade Agreement. That will closen the relationship between the EU and Australia, and what it will also do is make sure that we're catching up to our key competitors in this market. There's currently a shortfall in production and consumption in the EU, so the EU cannot produce enough beef or sheep meat that consumers desire. So there's a need for third countries to provide that product. What we find is, as a preferred supplier and meeting all of the requirements of European consumers, such as hormone-free for beef, food safety standards, high animal welfare standards, we can supply product to European consumers that then attracts a premium for our producers back at home. So the premium that we get, and this is our highest value per kilo market, then flows all the way down to supply chains, and we see premiums on farm for producers. On the 24th of June, we found out that the UK was leaving the EU. It was a big surprise, not only here in Europe, but within the UK and globally. It's unprecedented that this has happened, so it's still very early to identify where the opportunities and where the risks are in our market. What we can be confident of is that we will maintain our supply for the short term, and us having a traditional link to the United Kingdom will put us in a great position to gain greater access into that market. The UK currently takes 65% of our red meat product that we send into the EU, so it's an extremely important market for us. So we want to make sure that we're working with our partners in the UK and in the EU to make sure that we work out a beneficial trading relationship. So much is unknown, but what we know is that this is a unique opportunity, not only with the free trade agreement with the European Union, but the UK exiting the European Union, that we will make the most as Meat and Livestock Australia and for industry out of this situation.